Hey guys, welcome back to the studios here at Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range. I'm Brett. This is Bobby. And Bobby, I'm excited about this. We're talking Stoeger today. We got a
Mhm.
very special guest in the
Yes,
studio.
yes. Ken Worthington. Ken Worthington, man, it's so glad to have you.
Thank you.
We've
Glad to
been
be here.
talking about this for a long time, getting Ken in. Ken's our rep, not just for Stoger, but also for HK, for Benelli, Stoger, and normally you think about Frankie, y'all, Frenchie. By
Mhm.
Eastern Kentucky, we always call it
Yeah,
Frenchie.
that's right.
Everybody called it a Frenchie, but it's the Frankie. But Stoger known for shotguns.
Shotguns, yes.
But this is I use the term diamond in the rough. I don't know that that's the most appropriate term, but this is a pistol that uh, a lot of people are aware of or familiar with, but they haven't got to know real good just yet. And
Mhm.
that's one of the things we thought would be good for today is get Ken to tell us a little bit about these Stogers and some things that are unique about them. All the different this is 6 different variants we got here.
Yes.
We've checked them all; they're all clear. We've checked them multiple times. But tell us about what we've got and a little bit about your company and all
Okay.
those things.
So Stoger, like I said, we most people do know us for shotguns,
Hmm.
side by side,
Yep.
semi-automatics, over and unders, pumps, and that kind of stuff. Our history goes back a few years. We made the Cougar for years.
Hmm.
We're, Beretta
Beretta. Yeah.
Beretta is our sister
Hmm.
company, and
Oh
we
wow. Yeah.
we made uh, the Cougar for a number of years. And so about 5 or 6 years ago, Stoger started developing, working on a pistol that, hey, let's make a model that's more modern with a polymer frame gun and that kind of whatnot versus just a heavy metal frame
Hmm.
gun like the Cougar was.
Right.
So anyhow, so we started doing some R&D research, did a lot of designing and stuff, and so we've developed the STR-9. We launched it right around 2020, so right
Right.
around when COVID was hitting. Um, so we launched the full size model first, and then we came out with a compact, and then now this year we've added a few more.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of different variants here with it. Some have optic cut, some not, some
Mhm.
threaded barrel. You said the compact, the full size. If I had to describe, and they come in the store and they ask me, what would you compare a Stoger to? And this was my kind of my thought on it. And I said, if an HK and a Glock had a baby,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's kind of what the vibe I get from it. The
Yeah.
feel, the way it looks, the way it feels. That's kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, it does. A lot of people say the trigger feels a lot like a Glock and and,
Mhm.
and like that, and there a lot of some commonalities in that, and then also with the back strap on the back of these guns, it comes with one, but you're able to buy additional back straps that we
Okay.
sell to change out to actually help that gun fit your hand for the lady or the man or
Okay.
whoever with what size hands you have.
6 different variants here on the table. Can you
Ye-
kinda just go through and
Yeah,
tell us the difference in what we got
Yeah,
here?
so I'll go through. So I'll start here. This is our first full size model that we came out with. 15 rounds, 15 plus one, standard model, just regular sights, all that standard, nothing fancy in that model. The second model to come along was the compact, we call
Right.
that. So that's 13 plus one in that model, and that was just a little bit smaller model than the full size.
Spectacular feel to that too. I mean,
I
it's just
love how those feel.
jeez.
So yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, and then we jumped into this year, brand new. We've introduced the full size with the 17 plus one. So this is the full size that we're doing now um, with that option. And so they're all serrated cut too. I'll
Okay.
point that on there.
Oh
The
yeah.
slides are all serrated and all that. One thing with a semi-automatic pistol, a lot of ladies have issues pulling the
Mhm.
slide back. We really focused on this design to work on it and make it easier to grip. So there's very good, you're able to grip it, and a lady could also get a hold of a grip on
Okay,
this
all
gun
these have an
too.
I'm sorry, all these have an accessory rail as well, correct?
Yes, they
Okay.
do. They all
Okay.
have an accessory rail too. So then we kind of continued on that. This year we've added the STR-9C subcompact that we've done. It's
That's
10
ex
plus one,
okay.
so it's a real that's the smallest unit that we do.
Right.
And then we've added some optics ready models, and then we've also added a combat model. The combat model's got a 20 round mag. optics ready, threaded barrel. You know, it's everything for your pro shooter and everything like that. And at a price point, you know,
Yeah, that's what the
it's
price
reasonable.
point is something we're going to talk about here in a little bit too. But you know, notice this: the magwell extension, the suppressor height sights. It's got the threaded barrel. I noticed a couple of these have a flat trigger as well
Yes.
versus the rounded trigger. Has it had any? Uh, is there any noticeable? I've not played with them much, comparing one against the other. But as far as the uh, performance of one versus the other, is it just or just more of a feel?
Just more of a
Okay.
feel, just a more of a feel for the for you. And the guns that are optics ready, they come with the plates,
Mhm.
so you've got
Oh, good
everything
deal.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
everything
Yeah.
in, you know. Some manufacturers do and some don't include those, but we do include those plates with those guns and stuff like that.
A lot
So
of them now don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm
that's a
finding
big
that
expense
yes, it
too.
is.
Yeah.
I'm finding that out the hard way because you know what I've purchased here lately. Yeah, and so and for the price point these are, that's a great value with that.
That's what we were. I was going to get to is that price point because when I see the price point, it's almost like wow. You know, it just jumps off the chart at me. Go through what the prices are, just generic prices or general prices of some of these as far as what they're typically run.
okay, so typically the full size and the compact standard guns, non optics ready, they retail for $299 map.
Wow,
Dude,
for
and
for a little concealed carry like these, I mean that's awesome. That's a great price point.
So yeah, and then you get to the optics ready. You're talking about a 349 gun with the optics
Still,
plates, and then your combat gun you're looking at like a 549 retail.
yeah, and you think about a lot of those guns in that $200, $300 realm, and some of the ones that come to mind are really, really heavy. They aren't very, in some instances, dependable. Some of the ones I'm thinking about, not all, obviously. This one, it's got a feel to it. If you close your eyes, you
yeah.
you would have a hard time. Again, was this an HK? Is this a Glock? What is this? Is this the one that comes to mind here is the Springfield model. Whenever I look at this, it's got a
Yeah.
kind of that same similar look and feel to it.
And Ken, with the purchase of these coming up, you're going to have a million rebate, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. So June 1st through July 31st, we're going to run a $25 mail-in rebate on all models.
Wow,
So
and that's a big
two
discount.
seventy, you get
Yeah.
275.
When I first walked in the room before we started filming, I saw this. I immediately grabbed this, and I can't believe you get all of this. I mean, the sights, the look at the magwell,
Mhm.
for that price, and then Bobby had me feel the
Oh
compacts
yeah,
over there, and those. I want to tell you something, folks. Those feel better than anything I've picked up in a long time as far as a compact. That's a perfect little concealed carry option right there, and I had to go shopping.
and don't and don't take our word for the you
No.
come in and feel the. I mean, they're really, really. I mean, if these were priced 5, 6,
Yeah.
$700, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I would say, yeah, okay, it comparing it to those other guns in that arena or in that price point, I don't see a big drop off. I
No,
don't
no.
see. Now we're going to take one back here and shoot it in a little bit, and I don't suspect we're going to see any drop off there either. But we're gonna run it through its paces here and see what we think about it. We'll shoot some on camera, and then obviously we'll shoot some off. But and before we air this, if it doesn't do good, we just want to air
Yeah,
air the
well,
video.
Yeah,
So the video airs, it did
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
yeah. No.
But you have a lot of Ken. You got a lot of great options with the different models you have here. Optics ready, concealed carry. I mean, it's just amazing to me. There's 6 models on this table,
Yep.
and they all look feel good,
hmm
and it's just, of course, the history with Stoker. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
you expect that.
Yeah.
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 And everyone that's come in the store, a lot of times you'll come into Center Target and you'll see where we have putt optics on a pistol or on a rifle or on different things. And we have had a few of the optic ready pistols that we have added optics to, and they've flown off
Oh yeah,
one of the truest tests, and I continue to say this every time we make one of these, doing a review on a gun, is the truest testament about what the gun is comes later down the road.
Yeah.
How many times have they brought it back? How many times have people returned it saying this and this is jacked up and all that? I can't remember getting one Stoeger. We've been carrying Stoeger what now? 2 years?
2 or 3 years, yeah.
3 years, and I can't remember anybody having brought one back and saying this. I don't love this gun, or there's something wrong with this gun. I don't think we've ever sent one back to you, to my
No,
knowledge.
no,
So,
no, no. Well, I mean, and we use one of our marketing terms, and we're also using that in this term, this everyday tough campaign,
hmm
and it's just, um, Stoger's meant to be an affordable type product for everyone, and everyday tough. It's meant to be used.
let's talk warranty in the event there was some type of an issue. Obviously, as I said, we haven't had any back, but if there was,
We've got a 5-year manufacturer's warranty.
okay,
We take care of them here in the states and in Maryland, our facility.
okay.
Good deal.
So it's a Maryland-based.
hmm
Okay.
Good deal. And I tell you, for concealed carry or on the range, I think you've got some different options here, and I think it's a good product. I mean, I was excited. I didn't know we were going to talk about these today.
Now, when
And
my HK guy was coming, I was like, "We're going to talk HK today. We're talking
Exactly.
HK today."
Exactly.
So,
and I'm happy that we're doing this because this is a good option for a lot of folks with the price
it
points
is.
and the quality you can't beat.
We have people come in the store all the time, and they say, "I want a good gun, but
Yeah.
I only have X
Yeah.
amount."
Yeah.
And this falls in that X amount category. But also conversely, if they had $700-800 to spend, I would. A lot of people are going to lay hands on this
Yeah.
or go back and shoot it. And this is the one they're going to select.
Sure.
I think just based on all the attributes it's got, and we're actually going to get one here at the range to
Mhm.
shoot
Yes.
full range rental. So you can come in and instead of just us telling you how good it is or feeling of it, you can actually take it back and run some rounds through it and see if it's the one for you. So I mean, it's almost like there's no risk.
Yeah.
No,
No.
try it before you buy it.
Try
You
it
know,
before you buy it. Yeah.
it's great. It's great. Ken, I tell you, it's a great product. We're excited about this, and you guys should be too because this is a great price point for a great firearm. Come on in, check them out here at Center Target, and Ken, we really appreciate you coming by and seeing us today. I was excited to see what Bobby said
I call,
HK.
I
I'm like,
call,
well,
I
okay.
call, listen, me and Ken, we talk. I call him
Yeah.
all the time. I'm like, can you give me this? Can you give me this? Can you give me this? I'm we're constantly interacting back and forth about different products. The Stoeger products, the Franke products, or Frenchie for my folks. The HK and the Benelli. I mean, everything they carry is just top notch, and this guy's top notch too. I mean, he takes care of us. It ought to be worth a T-shirt or something before.
Well,
it's
yeah,
all over.
you think, but I don't know. But you got an open invitation.
Yes.
Next time you're by, feel free if you want to talk new product or existing product. Come by and talk to us. We'll get you on.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
man, that was
that's
good.
a T-shirt. Right there.
Anything with it with
So,
any of the other
yeah.
places you are working that's coming down the pike or anything to stay tuned because we want to get you back and talk HK. We
Yeah,
want to get you back and
yeah.
talk Benelli. We want to get you back and talk Franke. But we want to. Is there anything with those companies that's come down the pike, or are we still in the kind of a holding pattern? right
No,
now?
well, we've got some new stuff coming. It was announced earlier this year. We've got we've got the 28 gauge Super Black Eagle 3 coming.
Wow. Okay.
So we're going to offer that. We've offered it in a 12, a 20 before. Now we're going to have a 28 gauge. So
Okay.
that'll be out this summer release.
Good.
And then also this summer we're going to we've been making our Lupo rifle for a couple years now. We're going to have a couple models of that in camo and with our proprietary best finish on it.
All right.
So those will be out this
Good
summer.
deal. And Ken, with all that coming up, you
Mhm.
have to come back and see us because we'll jump on here and talk about everything you've got. But we really appreciate you coming
Appreciate
by.
it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
We love having reps because
Yes.
they know a lot about a lot.
Oh,
And-
far more than we do. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean that's to be.
Well, that's not hard.
That
That's
doesn't
good
make,
for me.
that doesn't make him feel too good, but yeah, I mean it's great. So Ken, thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming
having
in. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe because we depend on you guys for that. And let us know in the comments what you think, and if you've handled these, if you've shot any of these, let us know because we want to hear from you. And Bobby's going to hit the range and try it out.
Yeah, we're going to talk to our owner and get a get a bunch of these different variants in here too. So we've already got several, but there's a few here we don't have. So let's go get them, Joe. So
Let's go.
excited.
Let's go
All
do
right,
it.
all right,
God
guys.
bless you
See you
guys.
next
Thank you.
week.
All right, Ken, we're here on the range now. We're going to get about 7 yards away and just plink around a little bit with this. As I said earlier, once the cameras go off, we're going back here and we're going to really push it. I just want to get a little bit of a feel for what it would do, and I don't want to belabor it on video. But which one do I have here? Just
Yeah,
the-
you have just the standard model, full-size model.
so this is the $299, $25. This is the $275.
Yeah,
pistol. Okay.
basic model.
All right, well, let me try a few rounds and see what it feels like. $275, right?
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. One of the things I noticed about it, and it's one of the things you guys can see we're clear. You see we're clear here. One of the things I noticed about it is my hand got up, and I'm even shooting it with this little thing on it, and I'll have more texture if I take that off.
Yeah.
But my hand got up on it good and high. It's got this undercut here. I didn't notice this earlier, but it's got that undercut, which really allows me to get my second point of contact, which is my middle finger, up really high. And it didn't feel like it rode really high as far as whenever it was actually cycling. So that felt really good. I'm gonna have a time with this back here in just a little bit. I'll crank a few more rounds up. I'm gonna step up a little closer, run them just a little faster, and see what we feel like here. Paper's floating on me when that. All right, we're clear. More of a combat type distance here. I'm not even really trying hard with this thing either. I mean, I just got a grip looking at the sights and putting it up there and pressing. You guys can see again, we're clear. Really got that HK feel to it. As I shoot it, I'm feeling the HK. I know that's not HK.
I know.
I'm feeling the HK vibe to it. I mean, it's, but $275 pistol.
Yeah.
And I could take a $5,000 pistol and I don't know that I could do much better with it.
A lot of gun for the money.
A lot of gun for the money.
And quality.
So come in and test run it. And this is the base, right? This is the base model.
Yeah, that's the base model.
If there is a standard model, this is it, with all the bells and whistles. Okay. Guys, come in and check one of these things out. I'm a believer. So, Bret, get the checkbook. We're ready. Anything else for them before we go?
No, that's it.
All right. Hey, it does the talking itself. So, God bless. Come see us.